Finally, we've come to the end of this particular word series, which has to do with the application of the laws of what indices to Waec and what Jamb question. After this, we shall be entering into another series, which is still on the application of what the laws of what indices, but this time around on harder, tougher questions like that of the higher school of learning, including polytechnic and of course university. In this particular video, which is what part 11 of the application of what the laws of what indices to Waec and what Jamb question, which I'll be looking at a particular what Jamb question, and which has to do with if 3/4 enclose a bracket raised by s into bracket 2/3 enclose a bracket raised by y is equals to 32 all over what 20 what 7. The values of x and y respectively are, in other words, find the value of what x and y. What do? We write what solution when faced with a problem like this. So what do? We are given what 3 all over what 4 enclose the bracket raised by s into what 2 all over what 3 enclose the bracket raised by y is equals to 32 all over what 27. At this point in time, let me bring this to your conscious understanding that 3 all over 4 was once a 16 as what 3 raised by s all over what 4 raised by what x enclosing what bracket into Albert was 2 all over 3. It was once existing as 2 raised by y all over what 3 raised by what y, and that is equals to the constant of what equation. Now we shall be looking at what the terms that are contained in this equation to break down what the constant of the equation so that what they exist in an index form. Now the basis we could use here are those of what 2 and what 3. We shall be applying 2 to 32 and of course 3 to what 27. Now what do we do to break down what 32 into index form? We'll have to think of the number of times that 2 will have to multiply itself so as to produce 32. Now let's go. 2 times 2 4, 4 times 2 8, 8 times 2 16, and 16 times 2 is 32. So how many times? That is what 5 times. So in index form 32 could be written as 2 raised by what 5. So in the place of what 32, I think I will have 2 raised by 5. All over the next one is 27. What we did here, we're equally applying it to what 27. Thinking of the number of times that 3 will have to multiply itself so as to produce what 27. Let's go. 3 times 3 9, 9 times 3 20 what 7. So how many times? 3 times 3 will have to multiply itself so as to produce 27. So it could be written as 3 raised by what 3. In the place of what 27, we can what admit what 3 raised by what 3. So what do we do what next? Are you there? Haven't done that? The next what line of action is to see towards also breaking down what the 4 here. Yes, 4 could be what broken down so that what it exists in the word the simplest word form. What is 4? 4 is 2 raised by 2. So this expression becomes 3 raised by x all over what 2 raised by what 2, which is 4, enclose the bracket raised by what x times what 2 raised by y divided by 3 raised by y, all equals to 2 raised by what 5 divided by 3 raised by what 3. So what do we do at this point in time? There is a particular law of indices that says a raised by m into bracket raised by n is as good as using the external power to multiply the internal power. So when you do that, you have a raised by what mn. So let us apply this particular law now towards simplifying this. When you do that, you have 3 raised by x all over what 2 raised by 2 times x will give us 2 what x, then times the next one is 2 raised by y divided by 3 raised by y, and that is equals to what 2 raised by 5, 2 raised by what 5 all over what 3 raised by what 3. Now having what done that, the next line of action is to see to the rearrangement of this particular what expression so that they will correspond with what the terms or the constant we have at the what right hand side of the equation. How do we manipulate it? Yes, it is possible. We can convert this multiplication sign to division sign, and when we do that, the denominator here will come to the numerator, and of course the numerator will come to replace the denominator. Let's do that. It becomes what 3 raised by x all over 2 raised by what 2s, right, divided by right 3 raised by what y divided by what 2 raised by y, and that is equals to what, right, that is equals to, okay, before we do just that, I think there's something that is mixing. We'll have to what arrange what the terms so that what the ones that are having similar base are combined together, right? So let's do that first. So it becomes what 3 raised by what x. Are you there? Or let's begin with what 2 raised by what y divided by 2 raised by what 2 what x, right, enclose a bracket times the next one is what 3 raised by what x divided by what? 3 raised by what? Y. And closing bracket, there's the multiplication sign here, and that is equals to the constant, which is, in this case, it is 2 raised by what? 5. 2 raised by what? 5 divided by 3 raised by what? 3. Now, when we do that, what do we have next? We have what? 2 raised by what? Okay, there's a law that says a raised by what? M, right? Divided by what? A raised by what? N is as good as what? A raised by what? Okay. Or before we do just that, let's manipulate the expression such that what the multiplication sign is converted to what the division sign. When we do that, we have what? 2 raised by what? Y. All about what? 2 raised by what? 2x now divided by. So this will come to replace what? The numerator, and the numerator will come to replace the denominator. So it becomes 3 raised by what? Y. All about what? 3 raised by x. And that is equals to 2 raised by 5 divided by 3 raised by what? 3. So this is as good as what? 2 raised by y. All about what? 2 raised by what? 2x, right? All divided by 3 raised by what? Y divided by 3 raised by what? X. And that is equals to 2 raised by what? 5 divided by 3 raised by what? 3. Having what done that, the next line of action is to recall to a particular law of what? Indices. There's a particular law of what? Indices that states that what? If you have what? A raised by what? M all over what? A raised by what? N, it is as good as A raised by what? The numerator exponent minus what? The denominator exponent. That is A raised by N minus what? N. Applying this particular law to this, I think we'll have 2 raised by what? Y minus what? Our 2 what? X all over what? 3 raised by what? Y minus what? Our x, and that is equals to what? 2 raised by 5 divided by 3 raised by what? 3. Now, by the time you look at what the equation thoroughly, you discover that what both at the left hand side and of course at the right hand side there exists similar what are you there? Terms. For instance, you have 2 raised by y minus 2 raised by x is equals to what? 2 raised by 5. The bases are what the same. So likewise, you have 3 raised by y minus s is equals to 3 raised by what? 3. So the bases are equally the same. So we say by comparison. By what? Comparison. By what? Comparison. 2 raised by y minus what? 2s must be equals to 2 raised by what? 5. Therefore, 2 here, we strike this. What is left is y minus what? 2s, and that is equals to 5. Let's call it equation number 1. Similarly, are you there? 3 raised by what? Y minus x. 3 raised by what? Y minus s must be equals to 3 raised by what? 3. So 3, we strike 3. What is left is y minus what? X, and that is equals to what? 3. I call it equation 2. So right about now, we have 2 equations. Are you there? And we cannot solve the both of them simultaneously to obtain the values of what? X and y. So let us what? Solve this what? 2 simultaneous equation. We use any method or several what methods we will use principally to get the value of x, but let us approach what is called the substitution what method. Yes, the substitution method. There is the elimination method, there is the what is substitution method, the other method like the matrix method and so on and so forth. But let's use what's called the substitution what method. Going by the substitution method, I will say from equation what? 3, let us make what? Y the substitution of the formula. When you do that, y becomes what? This 3. Now this is minus s. When it crosses here, it becomes plus what? X. And I'll call it equation number what? 3. Sorry, from equation what? Number what? 2. Not equation 3. From equation what? Number what? 2. Y minus s is equals to 3. So therefore y is equals to 3. Are you there? The minus s crosses to become plus s. So we have y is equals to 3 plus what? S. And I call it equation number 3. Now, what do we do next? I haven't done that. Is to put equation 3 into equation what? 1. So let's do that. Are you there? Put equation what? 3 into what? Equation number what? 1. Yes, equation number 1. Look at it here. Equation number 1 says that y minus 2s is equals to what? 5. So wherever I see what? Y in equation 1, I'm going to put what? Equation 3, which is 3 plus what? X. Doing that, I have what? Are you there? 3 plus what? S, which is standing for what? Y in equation what? 1 minus our 2 what? S, and that is equals to what? A constant, which is 5. Let's open the bracket. That becomes 3 plus what? X minus what? 2s is equals to what? 5. So we have at this point in time 3 plus, okay, 3 x minus what? 3 plus x minus 2s is minus what? X, and that is equals to what? 5. So let us make s the sum of the formula. Minus s crosses here and 5 crosses here. So it becomes what? When minus s crosses here, it changes from negative to positive. That is x. And that is equals to, however, positive 5 crossing to the left hand side becomes negative. And that is 3 minus 5. So therefore, x is equals to minus what? 2. That is 3 minus 5 will give us what? Minus 2. I haven't gotten the value of what? S. It is very much effortless now to get what the value of what? Y. How do we do that? Is by putting the value of x obtained into equation number 3. Look at it. Y is equals to 3 plus what? S. It means wherever I see what? X, I'm meant to put what? Minus what? 2. Doing that, when I say, okay, put what? S equal minus 2 into equation number 3. So equation number 3 says y is equal to 3 plus what? S. Therefore, y is equal to 3 plus, in the place of what? S, I have minus what? 2. Therefore, y is equal to 3 plus minus is minus 2. So we have y now is equal to what? 3 minus 2 is 1. Therefore, the values of x and y are s equals to minus 2 and y is equals to 1. So the answers are minus 2 and 1 respectively. Minus what? 2 and 1 respectively. I think we have what options here? A, 2 and 2, B, 1 and 2, C, minus 2 and 1, D, 2, minus what? 2. So the correct what option to that what particular Jamb what question in that particular year is what? C, which is minus 2 in what? 1. Before we draw the curtain, as usual, I'm leaving behind your own take-home assignment. Again, you are asked to simplify. Look at this. Simplify 3 raised by 2a plus 1 times 9 raised by a times 4 raised by 2a divided by 18 raised by a times 2 raised by a times 6 raised by what? 2a. Please solve and send the correct answer to the comment word section, and do not hesitate to like, share. Looking forward to what the application of what the laws of what indices to harder questions, more tougher questions like that of the university, and of course colleges of education in what polytechnic. Love you and what God bless you.